All right, welcome back. Nee&FeeBrotherhood.
It's here. It's
Season
back.
2, episode.
We're back like a bad rash.
Who the hell knows?
God, I forgot to check. I'm sorry, bro.
It doesn't. Yeah, I can't keep track. So we're gonna talk about a story that we read. We didn't come up with this. We didn't write it.
It's online. It's a fully produced story.
Yeah, it pertains to rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Before that, I want to tell you what happened to me yesterday.
Okay. All right.
I didn't tell Rodney this yet at all. So I filled out an application for Metro North.
Nice.
Okay. So I had
wait, you know Rocky, right?
Rocky.
You're your boy Rocky.
My boy Rocky.
He's,
I don't know where he works.
He's Metro North.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know where he works.
No, he went, whatever he did when you guys were all playing softball is nothing like what he's doing.
No, he had his own electrical. He's an electrical contractor.
He's
now
not
he's
doing
Metro
that.
North.
He's not doing electrical there. Because he told me, because I tried to talk him like with the process of doing, of getting a job there. And it's not. It's an overnight thing where he gets to ride the train. He has a better job than he ever had in those times, the softball days.
Wow.
Because I've talked to him before at the party, before he was two-hammered. So love you, Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. So the position I applied for was an electrical position.
Gotcha.
So
Grand Central or the trains?
Well, you could be in Stanford. It could be Grand
shit.
Central. It could be Bridgeport. It could be New Haven.
Really?
It could be Croton. It could be the Bronx.
Oh, shit.
So you don't know.
Okay.
They put you wherever they want.
Oh, you can't.
No, you can't
request.
choose.
Okay.
So I had a phone interview, and the person I talked to said this is what it pays, and it's not a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
At all.
Which is why the position's open.
So you start at like 65% of the full pay.
Okay.
And in 6 years, you make 100% of the pay.
It's a long time.
Which is almost what I'm getting now.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, wait a minute, this makes no sense. So I said, are you guys firm on that? And she's like, yeah, it's a union position, blah, 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 blah. All right. So I was going to interview just for the hell of it.
Gotcha.
I can't afford to take that big of a pay cut. So anyway, so the interview was set up for yesterday, 2:30, and it's a building right outside of Grand Central.
Oh, okay.
It's like right across the street. So, okay, my back hurts. I get on the train. I walk right across the street. Take my time. I got there. Train was due at 2 o'clock. Okay. I'm on the train. Heading to Grand Central. Check my emails. I get an email from Metro North. Your experience, a lot of experience. Your resume is great, but we hired somebody within the company. Wait, I'm on my way to the interview.
I'm coming.
I'm on my way.
Why'd you make it public if you couldn't hire within?
You have to.
I understand that, but tell me that. Tell me there's a good chance it's going to be hired from within.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if they can do that, but okay. So, all right. So now I'm at Grand Central. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, you know what? Let me go outside. There's a little Irish place right there. I'll go get something to eat. Yeah. I go there. There's a soccer game from Germany, Munich and somebody.
Okay.
So there's a couple of German guys sitting next to me. They're into it. They're younger guys. So I start talking to them. And we're talking about the soccer game and where they're from and blah, blah, blah. So they're like, hey, we're going to this other bar.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to go? I'm like, yeah. So now I got alcohol on me. And,
What time are you looking at now?
oh, gotta be 5. Yeah.
All right.
So we go to this other bar. So I'm sitting at the bar. And in the corner, I got a spot right at the corner at the wall. The whole restaurant's in front of me. So there's a guy standing next to me. Tyrone was his name, I found out.
T-Dog.
He's standing next to me. He's got his back against the wall. I'm like, are you the security here? He was like, yeah. I was like, I could tell. So we start talking, trading stories.
Yep.
Really nice guy. So I think I got home. My son picked me up at the train station about 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. You're having a good time.
I had a great time.
Awesome.
And I hate New York City.
What's not to like, or what's not to hate?
But I had a great time. So that's my story about yesterday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did Germany win or lost track?
I have no idea. It was like a German league. So I think it was two teams from Germany.
Yeah,
it's like Munich versus West Berlin or something. I don't know.
The bar, the second bar, was it better than the first, or was it whatever?
It was a Spanish bar.
Okay.
Happy hour-ish.
Could you see any chickens running around or anything? People throw chicken feet.
No, it was like a really nice.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Was it
like the security guy, Tyrone, had a nice black turtleneck with nice slacks.
Well, when you think about it, the area you're still in Manhattan, right? Those are upper fucking
this
rents.
is Times Square.
Those are still upper rents.
Oh,
You're not those are deep pockets.
Yeah. But this place, I mean, it was very reasonably priced. So, that's my story.
That's awesome.
I was sticking to it.
And I haven't been to the city in years.
Oh, I despise the city.
Years.
Those are the only people, the two German guys and then the security guy and the bartenders were the only people that I heard speaking English.
Really?
Yeah.
So it must be worth it to... Well, did you see Tips?
Who?
Tips?
Oh, Tips. Did I see tits?
Yeah, that's the other security guard.
Yeah.
Tits McGee.
Tips McGee. He's working over on the other
He's
side.
on the other side, protecting the candy canes.
Yeah. So that's it. All right. Want to get into this?
I'm sorry about Metro being such a douche.
But the pay there was too much of a pay cut. But I was like, you know what? Let me just go.
If you're still interested, I would definitely talk to Rock though.
We'll see.
Yeah, if you are.
We'll see. Right now I can't work anyway.
Yeah.
So if I went yesterday and they offered me the job yesterday,
right.
well, I couldn't have took it anyway.
Gotcha. So everything's karma.
Yeah. All right. So
this is a rough. Well, we're both. I can't say hair nation because we don't like everything in hair metal, but we definitely have our favorite hair metal bands. And you have classic rock interests. I have classic rock interests. So
I like everything. I like big band. I like doo-wop.
Yeah.
Motown. I like everything except country music.
Country music.
Today's country music. It sucks.
That's where it crosses the line.
No, it sucks.
I'm trying to dig into it a little bit, but I get that, twitchy feeling sometimes.
Yeah.
But every era had its era of decadence. So let's say that the jazz people did, the hippies did, right through the, right down to where we stand today. And drug culture just goes with music for whatever the reason. Money, fame, women, it all goes
too
together.
Much downtime.
It's too much downtime once you're on stage. So we're going to examine something in the 80s that I couldn't fathom happening. I know a lot of the guys kind of looked effeminate, I guess you could say.
Well,
but
we had eyeliner and hairspray,
big hair,
spandex,
Aquanet.
A lot of bands use Aquanet. We used Stiff Stuff.
Stiff Stuff.
I don't know if you remember Stiff Stuff.
That almost sounds like the other part of California, but that's some good stuff from what I understand too.
Except when you're sweating.
It comes out of your face, right?
Your hair would pop into your eye, and you get the hairspray in your eye and would turn all red. Big fun.
Ooh, that sounds brutal. So we're gonna go right to one of the more, I guess, were they a beleaguered band? Would you say our friends in Warrant? Because you had a great story with them after seeing them live in
in Hartford. They opened up for
Poison.
No,
Motley.
I think it was Girls.
Okay.
And they kicked Motley Crue's ass.
Still late 80s then, right?
Yeah. And they announced they were going to be across the street at the Russian Lady in Hartford.
Russian Lady.
So of course we went, and it was in a private room upstairs. They let us in because we had the long hair and the whole bit.
Do they think you with the band?
I don't know what they thought.
But you were just we're going with this.
Yeah, we're going. We went, there was a whole group of us with a bunch of Guidos and, with their Z Cabaricis and their Capizios.
Nice.
Yeah, they didn't let them in. We went right up. and we met the road crew, who were a bunch of crazy asses, and then the band came up. Everybody was cool.
Everybody was cool.
Yeah.
So what we're going to talk about in this section is the lead singer Jani Lane, and Jani for anybody who wants to look up the story.
Yeah.
And it's basically a story of an accusation of rape. But the story starts with Cherry Pie. And Cherry Pie, if you go to the video, by even to that standard, people are like, wow, this is a little bit too sexist or whatever. But the model that's in it, her name is Bobby Brown. And I think she ended up marrying, she definitely dated Jani Lane, but I think she ended up marrying him. And married, divorced, obviously. But there was a accusation going on. There's two parts. There's who raped Jani Lane, and there's a part 1, there's a part 2. Now recently I saw part 2. I go, skip to the good stuff. We don't need part 1, but you're gonna need part 1 and part 2 if you're interested in Do You Believe. But the accusation is Jani Lane is not in Warrant. He's in a band I think called Jani or something like it. It's his own band. He's traveling from Florida. Can't do anything in home state of Florida on a professional level. Go to California, and if you look at him, it's very bleach blonde.
Oh yeah.
Or bleach blonde hair.
Yeah.
Probably beyond shoulder length, maybe.
Jani? Oh, it's definitely had longer hair.
Skinny guy, right?
Real skinny.
So it's not effeminate, but it's not masculine.
Very powerful voice.
Very, but the voice, yeah. Songs like I Saw Red, and just a lot of songs. I mean, the guy had good pipes. But I could see the accusations now are against Paul Stanley of Kiss and his manager. And then the second accusation, if you don't believe it's him, is Rob Halford of Judas Priest and their manager and their old drummer, Dave Holland, who was a really good drummer, supposedly, or allegedly, whatever you want to say, was bisexual. So the story is that Jani Lane has spoken about it, but never publicly. So there's a voicemail where he's drunk, I think talking to Eddie Trunk, or a show that's like that, which is on TV, was That Metal Show. And I think they were getting ready for the show, and he just said, all right, you're like, whatever they say, like, all right, let's go. He goes, oh, I'm ready for anything. I've done this, I've been raped, whatever. And it's so nonchalant, like he just throws it out there. Yeah. And I think it caught him off guard, but the guy who's doing the interview, and I'm sorry, the guy who's doing the, who raped Jani Lane story, is like, it's on here. And then the second part of the interview or the story is they're interviewing Bobby Brown, the model from Cherry Pie video. Yeah. And they mention bands, and then they go, I think Judas Priest is coming, blah, blah, blah. And the disgust in her voice is just like, ugh. Yeah. And they're like, oh, you don't like Judas Priest? Because obviously the guy talking is a Priest fan. And she's like, I have nothing wrong with their music, but as people, like, whatever. And she is really the only living person. I don't think any of the other members of Warrant have any idea that this ever happened.
This is the first I heard of
it. And it wasn't during Warrant time, so I don't think this is something, hey boys, gather around.
We got a story for you.
We got a story for you. Sit yourself on down. So the question is, people out in our YouTube channel, is, hey, do you believe like such a thing could happen? I mean, obviously it could happen. Happens in our incarcerated, system all the time. But these are multi-millionaires. They're on top of the world. I would say Kiss is bigger than Priest has ever been. And they just had a New Year's Eve, a Goodbye Madison Square Garden thing that threw on pay-per-view. So they just generate so much money. Do you really have to set up anybody? Like, you're preying upon the weak. So there's no power, there's no rock power, there's no economic power. This is just a kid trying to make it for his band. I have a hard time believing it, even though, the manager of Kiss, or manager of, I guess, Paul Stanley or Kiss, supposedly has had some violent gay encounters. And I don't know who the manager of Rob Halford is.
I think every gay encounter for a man would be.
Well, if you're going along with it, I don't think it's too. I think you're you signed the devil's paper. You're like, okay, let's make this happen.
All right.
But for a guy that's straight and he has that happen to him, you know, well, those high notes were hit. I would. Oh, man. I would think. Oh.
Well, I'll add this to that. Do I think it's possible? Yes. I know. I'm friends with somebody who left Stanford to go out to California, not in the music business, another business. I won't say what it is.
Okay.
But he became popular, and when he first went out there, he was invited to parties.
Gotcha.
With Hollywood figures.
Okay.
Who you'll know, but younger people wouldn't know their names. Mm-hmm. And my friend told me, he says, everybody is gay. Everybody. People you see on this TV show, on this movie, they're gay.
Oh, okay.
They're gay.
Now, are they gay to get along, or they're actually gay?
No, they were preying on him. He never went along with it.
Gotcha.
But they were definitely like hitting on him, trying to, you know.
I've definitely heard it for the casting couch. In the casting couch, traditionally, obviously, a young, hot female is new in town, and you know she's got some talent other than good looking, and they just prey upon her, which led to Me Too with Harvey Weinstein, Brett Ratner, which did a lot of Eddie Murphy movies. Really powerful men. It's been around for years for men and women, men on men, and then you know the actual physical of well, this is happening. You know, there's nothing you can do. So he didn't do this to get signed. There is no warrant. That other band never made it. They just did it because I think he was a good-looking guy. I guess people, I guess a lot of women found him attractive. Yeah. I don't think gay men wouldn't find him attractive. It's just the fact that I don't know. You know, I don't know. Do you remember when you played on a more professional level? I think than I ever did. Did you ever see anything on that level for any bands, not just you guys, but any bands in New York City?
Like homosexuality?
Well, not homosexuality, but like people, listen, the carrot to getting signed is you got to do this.
I'm going to say no, not at the level we were at. No. And
but, I mean, you guys,
definitely not.
But you guys had professional interests, though.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I mean. We never really had professional interest.
No, it never came down to that. Like, if you want this, then you gotta.
Right.
Yeah, no.
So you think it's a California thing?
No, I don't think it's a California thing. I just never.
Because that's where all the power. That's entertainment power. Like,
well, New York is too.
I think people are afraid of New Yorkers. I really do. Yeah. Like, unless you're in that circle, like you're afraid to find out. Like, I would think.
I don't know.
I mean, it depends on how high, I guess, up you're going. Yeah. Like if you're out in Long Island and you're at one of these, you know, very wealthy parties.
In the Hamptons?
Hamptons.
So this stuff with Jani Lane, do you think that contributed to his ultimate death?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. I think so.
Because you can't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You can't. If people are already calling you every anti-gay name in the book from looking how you look and how your band sounds. Mm-hmm. So, you know, let's go like the Megadeth fans, the Metallica fans, the Testament fans, you know, bands that are really built on, you know, being very masculine, being type A males.
Yeah.
Right? Those bands, fans, not the band members. Maybe, who knows? But those bands fans are. If there was an internet back then, Jani Lane would have killed himself. I think, like on stage, like he wouldn't be able to handle it
on stage. Yeah,
bro. Think of what people do now. The keyboard bullying now.
I know.
I know. It's harsh, bro. Yeah. It's harsh. You can't have an opinion.
Well, if I ever got raped by a gay guy, I would like tie off and.
You might as well start.
You know?
I mean, let's see where this takes us.
What was his thing? It was alcohol?
He was first alcohol, then drugs. And then he was good friends with Jack Russell from Great White.
Great White. Yeah.
Great White. So Great White had the Bad Fire in Rhode Island, and that band, even though it's totally different subject, he got killed.
Bill Walton's on the phone.
I'm sorry, Mr. Walton.
Bill, we got to put you on hold.
Sorry, Bill. Bill, not the time.
Call back in 45 minutes.
Please. Try to get a show.
He probably wants to talk about Draymond.
Oh my God, Draymond choked the living crap out of that guy.
Oh, the other 2 nights ago.
Oh, I'm talking about the one that happened like a month ago.
No.
There's another choking.
Dude, he just punched a guy in the mouth. All right, that's another conversation.
Let's get into that too. Did he say I want my big?
Not a guy. It was I'm not a basketball follower.
I'm not either.
But it was one of the better players. He had him up by the hip or whatever.
Right.
And Draymond swings around and knocks the dude out. Guy went down.
How did I miss
They
this?
teed him up, threw him out of the game.
That's automatic suspension.
Draymond's got like some...
He's got the issues.
Yeah.
Think he got raped?
Did he get it? By Rob Halford?
By Rob Halford. The entire cheerleading squad.
Draymond. Scream for vengeance.
Yahoo! Oh my goodness.
Horrible.
Terrible. Forgive us, Draymond. Don't punch us.
No. But again, this story about Jani, just want to make it clear.
It actually made
we're not making it up. We're just...
No, please, guys.
We read it, and we're just telling you guys.
The opinion piece on this is like, what do you do? Like, I was never a big Warrant fan. There's a song, though, called Uncle Tom's Cabin. And the album after that, Ed has told me, I couldn't tell you how many times, that album is so heavy. And it absolutely, I think it's called Dog Eat Dog.
Yeah.
And, I've never heard it, but I obviously trust his opinion. But their song on that second album, After Heaven, Uncle Tom's Cabin, is just a great heavy piece. They did a great job. Yeah. But they had the, which is true, they had the Cherry Pie.
That was on Cherry Pie.
Cherry Pie.
Yeah.
The solo wasn't done by either guitar player. Mm-hmm. It's CeCe DeVille from Poison. You had all that going against them. You had the album before it, which is where they wear all white on stage, which is whatever. But there's a band called Angel that did the same thing because they weren't a big band. Angel's actually famous for the guitar player trying to put out You Really Got Me before Eddie did. Mm. And after they heard Eruption, they tried to do a piece like Eruption before the Van Halen came out. Van Halen came out. But they were big, all white, all blondes. And then if you look at the Sometimes She Cries video, I think the Heaven video, DMSR, Dirty Rotten, whatever.
Filthy Stinking Rich.
All those videos, they look like Angel. So there's not much originality, man. And they got killed. And I remember saying, because I did, and I'm going to say it again, I love the song Heaven. I thought it was great. Typical rock and roll, typical hair band ballad. Whatever. The lyrics I thought were good, that they were, vanilla. They did exactly what it was supposed to get on the radio and make money. Yeah. That's what it is. And then, moisten up some jurors. Some jurors. So that's what the song is, but the power. But I don't mind saying that out loud, and it was great. I don't think that did them in whatsoever, but I think their look definitely led to abuse and shit being thrown on them in certain, where you have a lot of bands play, what do you call it, like Donington and England, where they just load up and they spit on you in England.
Yeah, but did they look so different than other bands out at the time? I'm
talking about wardrobe though. Their hair and everything else.
Well, yeah.
Who else wore white though? All white guitars, white drum set. Yeah. Like you're so pristine. Like I didn't get it. Like I remember what's his name saying from Metallica. Who's the original bass player, bro? Before Cliff. Before Cliff. Cliff replaced him.
Oh, I don't know.
That guy saying, listen, because they didn't want to leave LA. They didn't want to go to San Francisco. And they go, listen, the bands that you guys are up against, you're not getting the girls. You guys are too whatever. And there's not enough guys supporting you. You have to go up there. And you say, these bands rule the strip right now. Yeah. You have no chance because they didn't want to go. And Ron McGovern or McGivney, whatever, it's Ron. But he was telling those guys.
Cameron?
Cameron. Killer Cam. But he was telling me you had to go. The strip is definitely like that. So they look like girls. The girls look like the guys.
Yeah.
The girls, it was the total, what's the Motley movie and book?
The Dirt.
The Dirt. It was The Dirt for everybody. And even though Motley had done it at an earlier period. So it would be Motley and Rat. And who else? Who else is big? For Quiet, maybe? Quiet Riot? Probably Motley and Rat.
Yeah.
A few others, autographs sort of in there, sprinkled in there. But those were the big boys, and they played on that deep end of the pool but they wore dark leather pants.
Yeah.
You know, their hair was definitely sprayed up.
Yeah.
And everything. But those guys just looked forget Jani, the entire band looked so effeminate. So then you go in there and you write. We're gonna write better, but you let somebody else play the soul on the hit. Yeah. The hit song was written after the album was ready to go. Like, we don't hear a hit. You gotta put something in.
Well, that was Jimmy Einer.
Probably. I don't even know who the producer was.
It was one of them was in Stanford. I think Donnie.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy's in Stanford. Yeah. Donnie Einer.
Yes.
So Donnie Einer.
My mother-in-law, she's friends with that family. Okay. In fact, their relative or son plays drums with John. Because John's a big drummer. And they got him, they were going to actually listen to a tape of his first band. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
There's an Einer out of Connecticut.
So Donnie Einer.
Donnie's California.
Yes. Right. He's the one that told Jani, because the name of the album was supposed to be Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Uncle Tom's Cabin, exactly.
And he said, I need a song like Down Boys.
You guys didn't realize it, I don't know if you thought, but Uncle Tom is it's a slur in the black community. So I don't know if he knew that, but the rumor is that it's like you don't want to call your album Uncle Tom anything.
Uncle Tom anything.
Anything. Uncle Tom's Pancakes is not going to fly or anything.
So he told Jani Lane, he's, look, I need a pop song. And Jani said he went home and wrote Cherry Pie in a matter of half an hour, whatever it was.
It's the same scenario, bro, as Pour Some Sugar.
Really?
On acoustic, we need a hit. Mm-hmm. And they didn't even release it until like 3 hits later. Yeah. So, but yeah, Cherry was the first one. But he went home and said, "All right, here's this stupid song."
Jani Lane, it bothered him until
Jani Lane rejected it until they said, "Let's hear it." And then they're like, "That's it." And then he's like, "Oh." Yeah,
he
predicted it.
If you ever saw an interview with Jani, he's like, after that was a Cherry Pie guy. I was judging cherry pie eating contests.
So true.
Everything's cherry pie. I hate that song.
Absolutely, bro. It took you to another level, but now you got the stigma from life.
And you could see in interviews with him, like it really bothered him.
Absolutely.
So you take that, and then that,
and that's already happened now. So that's in the deepest part of your mind, and you're still not deep enough to push forward. You know what's happened. So now I got this. I got, just like you said, Cherry Pie Guy. And especially with songs like I Saw Red, that's a great tune. Not my favorite, but he put and there's another ballad on there too, isn't there?
Yeah. They have
Bed
a
of
bunch
Roses,
of,
right? On a bed of roses.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes.
And then on the greatest hits, they have a cover of We Will Rock You. I don't know what album that's from. Because I had that. That's how.
Oh, that's right. They
did. We Were Rocking. That's when you knew it was the roller coaster.
Well, it's like when
going down.
Poison did Rock and Roll All Night.
Yeah.
Talking about gay. But there's a song. I think it's Dog Eat Dog. It's called, the last track is called Inside Out. Mm-mm. It's very, very heavy. And
is it aggressive?
Jani's vocals on that is like unmatched.
Subliminal stuff in there.
Unmatched. No. It's just the power.
Oh, the power, his talent.
Yeah.
His talent. Okay.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, Inside Out.
Yeah.
It's double bass. It's just dry.
So do you think those guys really learned to become better musicians then, but it was too late? Or do you think they were suppressed? And then why would you have CeCe DeVille come in to play in your hit song?
I always heard that the guitar players were not that good. They just went along with whatever.
Anything to make it?
Yeah. So I always heard that about them.
Well, have you ever heard of the guitar player or studio guys, Tim Pierce? Mm. He either wrote I was told it was Aldo Nova. Remember that guy?
Aldo Nova, yeah.
On Runaway for Bon Jovi, but it's not. Tim Pierce is that solo.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if he's the rhythm, but the solo's Tim Pierce. And he's another guy that's on a YouTube channel. Incredible guitar player. And he's done a whole thing on how to actually play the solo versus what's out there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's subtle stuff, but it's obviously, correct. And I think Aldo Nova had a piece in, I think Bon Jovi had a piece in getting Aldo Nova signed, not the other way around, right?
I thought Aldo Nova was out before him. No, maybe not. Bon Jovi's been out for a long time.
Life is just a fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I don't remember. I remember the video, though, with the monkey and everything.
That I remember.
Yeah, I swear to God, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the AV geek staying on Friday night videos. Click.
Friday night videos, yeah. Wow.
Blast from the past.
Wow.
ABC rocks.
Yeah. You guys remember Friday night videos?
I guarantee none of you did.
No, you don't.
You were too busy swimming in your dad's balls. Turn it up, Dad.
Release me.
Release me. No. It's a BJ. All right.
Not on your forehead.
No, Dad. Oh my God. Bounty. The quicker picker up. How dare we? So, guys, well, just there's nothing funny about the subject matter. But,
no.
The question was also the 80s and people that were young enough to participate in it or whatever. If you have anything in your life that's because I think it was just more of an innocent time. It's the middle 80s is my graduation. I'm 18. I'm like, I don't think this is a possibility. I don't think that nothing wrong with homosexuality. I don't believe it takes place because I'm too young to know any better. I don't know. And even as a 56-year-old man, I do not understand why this happened. And I can't fathom being, if it's true. So let's just say, I'm going to go with it's true. Right. You guys have everything at a whim. You have people that are dying to meet you, whatever. And I understand you're living at this time. It's got to be, when did Warrant come out? 87?
Let's say it again.
Warrant come out in 87?
Oh, it had to be right around that time.
So
they were one of the last ones in.
Yeah, they were definitely one of the last ones, absolutely. And then I think the last one I remember being is literally our boy, Steelheart.
Yeah.
But I would think this had to happen 83, 84, 85, 86, one of those years. Because they're huge in Priestess because they're coming down from being so heavy. They're being pop metal now, especially like we said, parental guidance. And locked in, private property. It's not as heavy, even though it is. But they still have their sentinels, and they're dipping their feet in the pool. And they're getting rewarded. For it
I don't want to say they sold out, but they had to do something to keep up.
Turbo
They had to do the MTV thing. Yep. Yeah.
But what was the Saturday Headbangers Ball? They were getting a lot of airplay in Headbangers Ball.
There's another one. Headbangers Ball.
The politics on that one, but they were going to give it to Adam Curry because of the hair.
Yes.
And then Ricky Robin got it because Axl Rose said, "You wanted us on. You want us to give you more videos. Take our boy." Because he was actually, I didn't know it. He was the owner of the Cat Club or the Cat House.
The Cat House.
He was the owner. So I didn't know. I just thought he was some dude. So one hand washing the other.
See that? I just learned that recently, the Cat House thing.
I just saw something on MTV. I thought he was some douchebag, which he kind of was. I mean, he wasn't even an interviewer. He was just he was an owner.
Yeah.
Douche. No.
Ricky Rabin.
Ricky.
You see him lately? He's on TikTok.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, I saw.
I used to watch it all the time.
Yeah, me too. I saw somebody on TikTok today. It was more my son's time.
Yep.
Amanda Bynes. Remember Amanda Bynes?
Didn't she have a drug addict? Drug problem.
Yeah, she had a kid show.
She did some hard stuff though.
Yeah.
She went
a
little above and beyond.
Unrecognizable.
Oh, is it the weight or is it her face?
Well, she got older, so she put on. She's not
very good. She's not cute anymore. Does Does she look like, remember transformation of Charlize Theron in Monster? The woman that killed all the...
Yeah.
Pretend to be a
Does she
prostitute.
look like her? Not that.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
Guys, you want to go see a fucked up movie? Please watch Monster.
Charlize Theron is awesome.
She's so good looking, but what they did to her to make her look like the actual killer.
Eileen Wuornos.
Yeah,
that's her name.
Oh my God, what a great memory.
That's a crazy movie.
Crazy.
And Christina Ricci is the girlfriend.
I think that's met her and remember Black Snake's Moan. That was crazy ass sex. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You had a career.
Yeah, no, I just unrecognizable. I think Madonna, unrecognizable. Like what? Hold on, Madonna. What was it? Hell, are you thinking?
Was it the surgeries?
No,
or is
it's
age?
it's age, and it was. I think it's abuse to her body.
Yeah,
but she's got a big ring here. She has a heart tattooed on her cheek.
Ooh, is it really think or?
I don't know.
Watch the thing peel right off.
I don't know.
It'll sweat off during the show.
I saw a few videos of different timelines with her.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime you tattoo your face.
You're Mike Tyson.
Yeah, put the needle down.
Yeah. The heroin needle. Right?
Put down the crack pipe.
Put down the crack pipe.
And the tattoo needle and the heroin needle.
You're not English either. Please use your American voice.
Yeah.
80 stars.
Yeah.
Who else can we talk crap about?
Well, we could talk about, I don't know, Cher. She has a Christmas song out.
Is she
now.
pregnant again?
I don't think she could get pregnant. She's like 90.
I think she put some stuff in there to get her pregnant.
Well, she's going to leave the country if Trump wins the presidency again. Her.
Isn't it funny? Nobody leaves.
Nobody leaves.
Nobody leaves.
They talk shit.
I know people that were going to leave for Biden and they're still there.
Yeah.
I knock on the door. When are you leaving?
Yeah. I would never leave this country.
No. Well,
where are you going to go?
It's going to get worse.
Where are you going to go?
Besides,
Dominican? You could buy a house in Dominican on the beach?
Don't go there. The police will shake you down every day.
Really?
Yeah, bro. As a non-Dominican, yeah. Don't do that. Go to Old San Juan, I think.
Old San Juan is not safe.
It's not safe, but it's safer than Dominican.
Really?
I think so. From the stories I've heard, I can only go by that. To be fair, never set foot on Puerto Rican soil either. But
no, me neither. Never been to either.
Either or. But if you don't hang out in bad spots, bad things won't happen to you.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Aruba's my spot. Yeah.
Case closed.
Yeah. I would definitely move there.
I wish I could. I think they only accept the Dutch.
Really?
I think so. I think you have to be of nationality.
To live there?
Yeah. Unless you get a visa.
See that.
Because we looked into it. We asked during our honeymoon.
Really?
Yeah, but it's so beautiful. I would just be a guy.
A guy. I'd just be a guy.
The dude. The dude.
Well, like,
put you on. What do you call that thing? On the water.
Jet ski?
Put you on jet skis that don't work. Hey, I'm tired to bring you in.
Oh, yeah.
You'll come in.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that shark.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like in Hawaii, even though it's a state, you can't buy a house or anything unless you've lived there.
Oh,
for
really?
A certain amount of time. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I know they've gotten on Oprah a ton for the amount of...
and The Rock.
And The Rock. Yeah,
who now says he's not affiliated with that. So, but then why did you side with Oprah?
But I think 'cause she was taking much abuse. And the area that caught on fire, she doesn't live anywhere near that.
No.
She doesn't have any homes. So,
The
so I understand you're mad that she bought a lot of property. So I understand that. And whatever she's done with that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But the area that caught on fire that all investors went after, where they actually had to get, the government to step in, none of it's being sold until people have an opportunity to try to recoup their lives.
Yeah. Well, Lahaina, where the area that got burned, was the tourist spot.
Yeah, that's where the anger is. The beautiful hotel that's there.
Yeah.
The water goes to that hotel. They didn't have much water pressure to put out the fire there. And then the lack of a signal or whatever.
But it's right on the water. Why can't they pump seawater?
I think they don't have the infrastructure to do it. They should have done it. But all that pressure, that's because
But they should be ready for that, though.
They should, but there's nobody. The money went to the hotel. Like, I don't know who owned that hotel.
There's
big corporate.
There's a few hotels right there.
But whatever the ones are closest to the fire, that one, most of the people work for that hotel and they sustain their lives and they go there and back and forth. There's no. I just didn't think what happened there. I didn't think could happen unless there was a war. I honestly, I just don't see it. But what was it? It was volcano or no? Was it volcanic or was it just a fire?
No.
Like, I don't even know how it started.
Ugh.
I mean, it's been there for how many thousands of years?
I can't remember right now, but it's very fishy how the fire started.
So it's not that crazy to think that maybe they tried to get rid of them to build.
That's the way it seems. That's what it seems like.
So even if that, let's just say if it was corporate hotel, where your workers going to live?
Yeah.
Like, I know people can be that cruel. Unfortunately, I'm that old. It's not a conspiracy theory. People are fucking crazy evil. Mm-hmm. But even if you did that, or maybe you thought that you could contain the fire and it just went out of control, where are the people that you need to work going to come in from? You've just burned all their homes out, and they're alive, and you don't think there's going to be an anchor?
Yeah.
Like, people have lived there hundreds of years, family legacies in those homes. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And that, like I said, was a huge tourist spot. So a lot of money was made in Lahaina.
Absolutely, bro. Which is, they said they weren't cheap either. They said they paid good wages there. So you're talking like to clean up, maybe $20, $25 an hour.
Yeah.
The girls that do your thing, I guess traditionally 10 to 12 to 14, starting at $18 an hour, like things like that. I mean, which probably isn't enough considering how expensive it is to live in Hawaii.
It's pricey out there, yeah.
So,
like gas
I'm looking at it through different lens eyes, but price of gas, price of living, price of food, everything's imported.
Yeah.
The
only thing I found cheap there, I mean, this is mid-90s, was the seafood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you go to a restaurant for seafood, every restaurant has a boat. They catch the fish during the day, you eat it at night.
Right? Yeah. Catch it, just like Italy. Catch the day's Wednesday.
And then the best ribs I ever had was there.
Really?
Yeah.
One of the cows?
No, it was on Maui also.
Wow.
Zeka's ribs.
Zeka's ribs.
I think it was Zeka.
It makes your mouth water.
The best I ever had.
Wow. God damn.
And that was 96. I went to the Pro Bowl. Yeah. Which was interesting.
That could be decadent.
There's a lot of...
Well, I'm thinking football players around and a lot of money.
Well,
and a lot of entourages.
The whole week leading up to the Pro Bowl, there's all different events. I mean, the cheerleaders for the teams that go there, they're everywhere.
Jeez.
They're everywhere. I mean, doing like events.
Mm-hmm.
But,
in uniform.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But during the game, the things that go on in the stands.
Craziness?
Yes.
Is it alcohol binge at all?
Or? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Can we mention anything or no?
Can I mention anything?
Can we? Or on the channel or no?
Yeah, no. All the women are topless. I know the one side of the stadium I sat on, the sun was coming from the other side.
Oh,
and everybody sweats like a pig. So you want to take your clothes off. But the stadium that the Pro Bowl was played, I don't think they do it anymore in Hawaii.
No, they don't.
Was like going to a high school.
Really?
Yeah, it was at the college. There wasn't enough parking, so the whole like 1-lane highway that went to the school on the side of the road, that's where you parked.
Jeez.
And the bathrooms, because you're drinking so much beer, you're going to the bathroom. It was the troughs.
Throw some ice down.
There's no urinals. It was just a trough.
You can't afford that kind of marble.
It was crazy.
There's no toilet pressure. Just put the ice in there.
Crazy. A lot of military at the game.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun experience.
Oh man, I wish I had gone. Damn, man.
I don't remember who played. 96.
It was them against us.
Yeah, who should have played? Barry Sanders, maybe?
Probably. Emmitt Smith.
I don't remember.
Troy Aikman.
I don't remember. Honestly, I remember at halftime,
Big guys.
there was a guy kicked a field goal. He won like, I don't know, $100,000 or something.
Holy shit.
Kicked like a 30-yard field goal or something.
Oh, can you imagine partying that night with that dude?
Oh.
Total decadence.
The best looking hookers I ever saw were in Hawaii too.
Really?
Yeah.
I always heard the best hookers were in the Midwest, like Chicago area. That's what I had heard.
Never saw hookers in the Midwest.
I've never been to the Midwest, other than where else did we go? No, we didn't go to Kansas City. Well, is that the Midwest, Knoxville?
Tennessee?
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know if that's considered the Midwest.
That's not the Midwest. That was passing through. Though we definitely stopped.
Where did you see the best looking hookers? Let us know.
Comment down below.
Yeah.
And subscribe.
Yeah. All right, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also.
Guys, so there's no making fun of rape here. There's no making fun of rape victims.
Homosexuality.
There's no making fun of homosexuality. And I wish actually I had a rape crisis number to give you in all seriousness, someone to talk to, because obviously Jani Lane kept this as a secret for many years.
Yeah.
It led to alcohol abuse, it led to drug abuse, and ultimately his untimely death.
Yeah.
Because, this is one of the reasons why, if it happens to anybody, and doesn't mean you're in rock and roll. It's just a time period in my life where I looked at things more innocently, and I looked at it, this could never happen to him, but it didn't happen to him in Warrant. It happened to him trying to become the guy in Warrant or whatever. So, so please don't take offense if you heard this.
And again, we didn't write this. We didn't make this up.
This is a YouTube story.
It's something we read.
And for more clarity and for more information, go to that YouTube story.
What's it called?
Who Raped Jani Lane?
They couldn't think of a better name.
No, they had to put that out there. There's a part 1 and there's a part 2.
Oh, so, who raped?
And you're going to find some information. You're going to hear some voicemails. You're going to hear some old interviews that makes you wonder. Yeah. And it makes you wonder: am I a bad person for being fans of the guys that are in the band that are under accused? So, I mean, you always have your day in court, but there is no court. This is a court of public opinion now.
Yeah.
So,
let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think. Let us know if you've
heard
something
all
crazy.
The players.
Yeah. Let me know if you ever heard of this and what Ed was saying from the higher, different fields, Southern California people. This is something. This is a bad thing if you're from California, because it's Hollywood. It's the music scene. It seems to be wrapped up in everything that's entertainment in that part of the country. Even though that's unfair to say, but it seems like it does happen a lot with very powerful people in that region of companies. So let me know if our California viewers or potential California viewers have something to say. Chime in.
Comment.
Please do. Tickle your ass with a feather.
Yeah.
Particularly nice weather.
Ooh, it is. Ooh. All right, guys. See, you like what you see? Thumbs up. Comment. Subscribe. Give them the high sign. Rod?
And on that note, we're always fans of everything that is good. Peace in the Middle East. From the Brotherhood, we say peace.
See you guys.